You know, all week long here on Great Day Live, we are honoring veterans, and we have a big veteran show, of course, lined up for tomorrow. Mark Lamkin stopping by, of course, to talk about what's happening in the latest financial news. You know, there's always so much happening. But first, we want to talk about Veterans Day and veterans events, because you do have an event coming up that you want to get the word out on, and we want to let people know about that.
Yeah, at J-Town Bear Hills 502, we're excited. We've got 261 veterans registered right now to come. We've got J.D. Shelbour playing. I've got a super...
JD's going to stop by?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And I've got a surprise Ric Flair video. It's not a surprise anymore.
Oh, no.
Ric Flair video that's going to play for the veterans and tell them they're the world champions. It's so much fun. And just to say thank you, and pizza and our beer wall. And the veterans had a great time last year. So my first time being involved with it. And it is a wonderful way just to say thank you. And it's awesome.
It's at the Bear Hills 502
in J-Town, December 10th. It's actually the Army-Navy game.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody wears either Army or Navy, and it's always just fun to go back and forth, because some of the veterans are like, well, you guys give us a ride to fight. That's all you do.
Right,
and it's just a fun time, just going back and forth.
Can the public just stop by, too, if they want to pop in there?
It's by reservations, but if they stop in and say hi, just say thank you. It's not going to be a big deal. Just say thank you. Give them a hug. I mean, some of these men are 96, 97 years old, and true heroes. Medal of Honor is the greatest generation, and it truly is.
Love that, Mark. Thank you. So today you are talking about the 5 big risks that retirees face.
Yes.
Right? We got through an election.
Well, not yet.
There's still more, right, to come, right, in December with like runoffs around the country. But the market's been, you know, kind of all over the place. Mortgage rates been all over the place, right? I'm sure a lot of retirees are thinking, they're nervous about things. So what are the big, in this style market, or just in general, the big risks that retirees face?
Yeah, well, and right now, the election is important, because the market doesn't like Democrats to have all three, or Republicans to have all three. The market likes split government. And every time since 1950, 18 times a year later, the market's been positive by an average of 14%.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we're looking for. But most people, the first 10 years and second 10 years of retirement, they planned well. What about the third and fourth and fifth 10 years? Because Hallmark sold 85,000 birthday cards last year for folks over the age of 100. So longevity risk and not outliving your money is not a bear market. Not outliving your money, number one risk.
People like overprepare, and then they don't even live that long.
That's right.
Oh, that's sad.
I know, right?
Right. And then how do you manage the stock market volatility? We talked about that so much.
If you're going into retirement and it's a bear market and the markets are down, you might want to delay that for a year, because there's $1 million January 1st, 2020. Taking out 5%, you ran out of money in 2017 if you're 100% stocks, and think about all the new highs. So bear market starting that retirement is risky if you're all stocks. So you got to have different asset allocations, what we call alternative investments, and know the stock markets go up and down. But going down the mountain is a lot harder than going up, because you got to take that income. Because when you're working, your paycheck doesn't go up and down with the market, and we want retirement the same. And if you plan it right, it'll happen.
You don't think about that, but your paycheck does go up and down when you're not.
That's true.
It does now, What about family expenses? What impact can that have on retirees?
You know, from a family expense, there's a couple ways to look at it. One, if you're 65, the average couple, according to Fidelity, will spend $315,000 on medical expenses. And that doesn't count if you have to help your adult kids, or if you have death or divorce, or a myriad of things. So if you're in your 50s, think about that long-term care. I know a lot of folks don't like life insurance, but depending on how much money you have, that can make a big difference. And also, remember, survivorship benefit on Social Security, there's a lot of things that go into that. So family expenses do go into that.
And should you make any Social Security policy changes?
Well, when you take your Social Security matters. Now, by far the most popular choice is age 62, but you get a 75% reduction. Here's the good news about Social Security. 2030, it's completely solvent. 2032, 33, you'll have a 20 to 30% reduction. Now, they're not going to let that happen. There's going to be some changes. But a lot of folks don't know that they get 100% survivor benefit. Like my grandmother didn't know that when my papa passed away. Or if you're married 10 years, you can claim on your ex-spouse's Social Security. Susie Orman, financial planner, says if you can wait till age 70, it's the best investment you can make because your Social Security grows by 8% a year.
Yeah.
We've got 4 different spreadsheets that we can run if you've not taken Social Security yet.
Yeah.
Should you take yours and wait on your wife's? Should you take yours, wait on your husband? Should you take them both at the same time? Are you still working because you can be taxed 85% or get reduced? So there's a way to plan for this. If you've not started yet, we can help with that because there's a strategy for that.
Yeah. All right, Mark, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks as always.
You didn't get your hand on any of the Slugger stuff, did you?
I got the Babe Ruth thing.
You got to fix it, right? All right, so if you are interested in getting more information or scheduling your first visit with Mark Lamkin, just head on over to lamkinwealth.com or give him a call at 690-6764.